I'm Emily Johnston. This is Spuds here. We fostered him and then ended up adopting him about 9 years ago. I originally got involved with DPA when I had started following Dallas Animal Services on their social media, and I would see dogs that they would put as available to be adopted or rescued or fostered. And I saw a different dog that I had interest in fostering. And so there were a couple of organizations that were listed in the social media post, reach out to these rescues if you want to foster this dog. And so I happened to choose DPA. There were maybe a couple of others, but I had applied to be a foster for this dog that I had seen at Dallas Animal Services. And so I ended up not fostering that dog, but I did take a different foster later on. And then I saw where DPA had shared Spuds on their Facebook page, and he was actually pretty critical at the shelter. They were pretty overcrowded at that time, and I just kind of felt like this was the one I needed to save. So I took him home with me as a foster, and he never left. The only thing we really knew about his background, he had been picked up as a stray. So it wasn't an owner surrender or any of those things where sometimes we know a little more about them. He was just a stray they picked up from, I don't even know where. But he obviously had been on the streets for a little while, because even now, he's very excited about food. When it's time to eat, he will just attack his bowl like it's his last meal. And I kind of feel like that was just a holdover from when he was on the street and didn't know what kind of food was gonna be there. So he's so excited about food. So I really kind of feel like he was on the street, kind of fending for himself for probably a while. He was about 4 months old when we got him, so he wasn't really that old. We just felt a connection with him. He's really lovable. He would just get up on the couch and snuggle with us. He just felt like he was really getting attached to us, and that's happened with a lot of fosters since. My husband and I have both said, well, maybe we should keep this one. No, there's no room. So it is very tempting. A lot of times you feel like there are a lot of them that you want to keep. But he was one of the first fosters that we had, and he was the one that just felt like he really kind of fit in and belonged at our house. And so we'd had him for maybe a couple of months when I decided, we think we just need to make this, make it official and keep him with us. He loved to chase his ball. If you have a ball and you throw it in the yard, he will chase it, pick it up, bring it back to you, and he'll drop it at your feet, and it will stand and look at you and bark at you, say, throw it again, and he will do that for hours if you would let him. I have to make him stop because he needs to rest and cool off, but he loves to chase his ball. He loves toys and treats. We had 2 other dogs, so he loves to play with his sisters. He loves to be around people. He's really a people dog. He just loves to, get attention from people and snuggle with people, and he's just super, super friendly and lovable. He loves to go to anywhere he's around people. He's friendly with all dogs. He's fine with all other dogs, but he just really loves people. He will come up to anybody and want to get some love and some attention. So that's one thing that really, that's the reason we kept him, and that's the reason he's been such a great pet all these years, is he's really just a people dog. Be aware of what will work for you in your house. There are a lot of people that have different needs in fostering. Some people like to foster little dogs, smaller breeds, because maybe they're in an apartment, or maybe they have, just want a dog that's a little more portable or easy to take places. I have an older dog that doesn't really like little dogs, so we couldn't take like a Chihuahua or a Pom or any of those smaller breeds. We foster mostly large breed puppies, because puppies are a little more flexible, easier to get along with other dogs. Some people prefer to foster medical needs. Some people really have a heart for helping dogs that have parvo or that have, burns or injuries, been hit by a car, any of those things. So that would be my biggest advice, to just kind of know what's going to fit for your family and your home, what kind of dog, what size of dog, what age of dog, and that's the best way you're going to be successful, is to just know what's going to work for your household. Don't get caught up in what kind of dog might be trendy or even cute. A lot of dogs are really cute that wouldn't fit in my house. So just kind of know your lifestyle. What's your job like? Do you work in an office, from home? Does someone in the family not work? Do you live in an apartment, in the suburbs, out in the country? So there's a lot of things go into what kind of dog is the best size and age and fit for the family. So I think that's what's really important, is just to know what's going to work for you, and don't be afraid to say, hey, that dog's not a fit. They're not going to get along well here. It's not going to be the best life for that dog. I really respect that DPA is not afraid to take a chance on the hard cases, the medical cases. We've fostered a lot of medical case dogs. I've had several with parvo. I've had a few that had been hit by a car or had some injury, had to have an amputation. I've had a couple of dogs that had some burn injuries that had to be treated. I've had one mama dog and puppies. So we've had just about every kind of major medical need. And DPA is not afraid to take those dogs in to spend the money that it takes to get them healthy when other rescues or other people might have given up. So I just really respect that they seek out the dogs that really need a chance and really need somebody to invest in them and take a chance on helping them get healthy and get home.